Are good. We'll just start now. We'll let people trickle in as we go.
Yeah,
What's up, fam? Welcome to the Joyage Kingdom.
Baby?
Yeah, I'm Cage, your guide. I'll be replacing Little Voice Saturate for now, giving you a break from the constant internal monologue that is the human mind. I want to say thank you for listening or viewing on whatever platform you're on. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom. Join the kingdom. Today we have the founder of Wolf Boy Social NFT. That's fucking right. We got Luxe in the channel. Thanks for coming on, dude.
What it do? Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man. We got a few people in here. I want to see the wolves. I want to see the owls in the chat. Actually, you know what, Lux? Should we do a joint owl just right now, or should we wait till should we wait till we get the pack in?
You don't have to ask me.
All right, right now.
Fucking
you ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Got in there too. Let's fucking go. I just got my blood going. Let's fucking go.
It really is. It's a fucking dose of dopamine every time you do it. That's why we do it. It's a mental warfare for people.
Well, dude, you guys did that on your mint page, which you actually brought up. I kind of forgot about it, but when I minted, I was like, yo, that was kind of sick. I liked that.
Yeah. So it's just, dude, I'm a fucking sucker for the little things, right? The things that a lot of people don't think about doing, or just things to make it a little bit different. And you would be surprised how many messages I got on Mint Day of people being like, dude, you owe me money because I shit my pants, bro. People that were minting in their office, like with the volume full up, it's like,
fucking legend.
Yeah, because, and just if anybody hasn't minted that's listening, when you mint, you like connect your wallet like you would usually do on a mint site, but once you finally press mint, it starts howling or owing at you like a wolf does. It's actual wolf sound bites that are fucking developed from Wit and Found. So yeah, it's fucking funny. I enjoy it. And like I said, oh, what happened? Is my camera showing?
Your camera's frozen. Hold on one sec. Let's it says your connection went bad to 0, so it might be Wi-Fi.
No, I mean I'm hard routed.
Let's see. Oh, your connection's back. Video's off.
Okay.
Are you using a webcam from your laptop or computer?
Yeah, my computer.
Okay. Here, go to settings on the screen. So if you go to the bottom middle right of your screen, settings, go to video.
Video input.
And see if there's something that you need to change there.
There we go.
Oh, we got it. Hey, we're back. We're back.
Yeah. So it switched it back to like a default input, which I guess is nothing because I don't have a shit on my camera. But
okay.
But yeah, so what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted?
we were just talking about the and how you got the sound from the developer, but yeah. Go ahead. So I was just gonna say that it reminded me of when Alex. Do you know Alex Hormozy is a business dude?
Oh yes, I do. I've seen his Twitter stuff.
Yeah. So he talked about one concept that was interesting. He said when you land a new client, you send something like a stuffed animal or a letter in the mail or something like that to give them like some token of appreciation, because usually people within the first 90 minutes of signing with someone decide whether or not it was a good decision. And I think, I don't know if you even meant to do it, but it was like, that's kind of what it was. Like as soon as I clicked mint, I was like, all right, I just dropped a few, like however much it was. And then it's like, boom, like you get like awarded like an AU, and then you jump into Discord, everyone's pumped about it. So it was actually a really good tactic from a business standpoint.
Yeah, and it was more so like a I mean, if you've been in the Discord, you understand like the pack mentality that we really do have in there. It's like we have a community of only 4,000 plus people on the Discord, but it's the most active Discord that I've ever been in, and it's genuine conversation with genuine people that are having fun. And I think that's kind of what I wanted to bring back into it. Though AU has been like such a vital part of our community. It's stickers. It's everybody does it. When we send videos of people chugging beers, they end it with an AU, like, and it just has become like a vital part of the brand, really. So when people were minting, I wanted to like reestablish that in your brain, right? Because the minting in general is a dopamine rush as it is. It's like opening a fucking pack of Pokemon cards for an adult with degenerate money. So you hear the fucking AU, it gives you that little rush. You go into the Discord, you show off your mints. And dude, I have never been a part of a project to where people don't FUD reveal immediately. And I got really emotional on Mint Day. Like in the last couple of the Mint Day and the day after when we hopped on Spaces, I got emotional to where I was crying, just like because the support was overwhelming from reveal, and nobody was like mad about the pools. Obviously you want traits that you would rather have, or like you want it to look this way, and that's totally normal. Of course everybody's going to feel that way, but nobody said anything about like just completely being like shitting on the art, being like, oh, they only showed us the best ones. Like, no,
let me tell you, I don't know how much Devin's told you, but I've been the biggest pessimist because I have to, because if it's someone I know, I'm like, all right, let me come in with all the negative to see, just also because like there's potential, like I say something that you didn't think about, and then you're like, oh shit, we do got to worry about that. But the art, because that was what I was wondering. I was like, okay, did they only show us the one of ones? And Devin goes, no. he's shown us like a lot of them. Like, you don't understand, like these wolf boys are going to be sick. And I was like, we'll see. And then motherfucker, I minted one of the cleanest wolf boys in the entire set. Like,
yeah. So have you seen
so
seen the ones that I have? My Forever Wolves are just like that. They're just basic base.
Twitter PFP?
Yeah, the Twitter PFP. That's mine right now. It's just like a basic tiger wolf, no chain, just a fucking Jordan jersey. Yeah, dude. Like, so that's my Forever Wolf. I made it the Wolf Boy Social Club account because like all of them are cool to me. And I like the commons one more than I like the rares, just because the initial idea behind Wolf Boy was a boy that was a wolf, right? It was just a wolf boy. So when you think about it, like, so those classic ones really represent what Wolf Boy is to me. So they're always the ones that I go and grab if I see them like drop on the floor.
Yeah, dude, they're clean. Right now I'm looking for, because I don't know if there's any plans in the future, but I want to make sure I have a wolf girl just in case there is some kind of thing going on.
Right? Yeah.
So
That's
I'm very particular though, dude. Like, I like the projects that I mean, of course I'm always looking at rarity a little bit, but like I really don't care as much about the rarity here. Like, I'm looking for the aesthetics here, and there's some here that are very fucking clean, especially on the floor, which is very cool to see. A Hate Beast, I would have gotten into Hate Beast if I fucking liked a single one on their floor, but they're all terrible. So it's like supported.
Yeah. So that was kind of the idea that I had going behind it. And I didn't know how it was going to play out, because a lot of the collections will make their commons and their floors like very established commons and floors, right? It's like, damn, nobody wants to fucking mint that or whatever.
Yeah.
So what I did, even some of like the rare looking traits that I thought were even cooler than some of the, let's say, rares, I flipped them. So I put some of the more common ones in the middle of the collection and some of the more rares on the floor of the collection. So when they mixed and matched, it was hard to decipher what's a real floor, right? Because there's dope fucking traits on a common base wolf or something. And that was the idea. I wanted them all to be cool. I wanted every single reveal to be like, damn, that's tight, or damn, that one looks different than the other one. I kind of went over it on a mint day. So what a lot of projects will do when they run their final test on algorithm to make sure there's no duplicates, they leave backgrounds on. So backgrounds can, let's say we have the same exact traits on throughout the whole NFT, but our backgrounds are different, then the algorithm won't pick up on it as a duplicate. So what we did is we removed all the fucking backgrounds. We tested them like 4 or 5 times. We finally got it to where there was 0 duplicates within the collection. And then we just added the backgrounds, because if there's no duplicates before a background, there's no duplicate after background. You know what I mean? So it was just an extra layer to go into making sure that every single one of them is a little bit different, a little bit more tasty, a little bit more classic. Like, so it meant a lot just hearing people say shit like that and being like, damn, okay, like all the fucking hours that go into making a project. And Cade, you've done enough interviews to understand how much time really goes into this, and energy and emotions. And it's like, it really is a fucking a roller coaster ride from start to beginning. And mint day, you've never been so stressed in your whole life, and it really makes you kind of like step the fuck back and be like, God damn, like this is a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But yes, I'm super happy with how reveal went. I could not be happier.
I was very interested to see how that was going to go, honestly, because I've seen and I've talked to and I've been with, but I've never done it, obviously, and there's a huge difference between the two. So I see what it's kind of like, but I don't know what those emotions feel like, because there's never been my line on my life and my name on the line like that. Especially for me being a Web3 like native person, it's like even a bigger risk. So for me, I'm holding off. So at some point I may do it. But I've been talking to some people. Like I talked to Bento the other day, and he was talking about when he dropped his Squishy Squad project. He was like, dude, when you're like leading a project like that, it's a lot of pressure. It's way more than people think it is. And so it was cool. But the one thing that's interesting for me is that you've run a full business before you're a businessman entrepreneur. So it's very different than most people who've launched a project. What do you think has helped from your entrepreneurial past for this project?
I think really, so I've always been like a very open book. Even on Luxe Cable, I've been docs for fucking like 5 years, dude. Everybody's really, they've known me and about me for a long time, especially if you followed me from there over here. But
is it weird, by the way, for the keyboard community to dox themselves?
Not as much, because a lot of people do like keyboard build streams, but not everybody shows their faces. But definitely not in comparison to Web3, right? 90% of people aren't ever going to tell you who they are. But what really was, I guess, what I took from, owning multiple businesses before moving into the Web3 space is that transparency is key, especially when you want people to invest in not only you as a person, but you as a business, which Wolf Boy Social Club is a business. We have an LLC. Yeah. It's like this isn't just a pump and dump, and we're not worried about a slow mint. But what I've learned from the business is letting people know what the ideas are going into the project, leading them with transparency, and never making them feel dumb for asking questions. It's like, I will constantly answer the same question 100 times a day, just to make people feel a little bit more secure. And I think that's what you have to do in any type of business, but especially in the Web3 space, with as many rugs happen or as many people just take the money and run. So you really need to establish a baseline of trust. And I think we started that with like the merch giveaways, like way before Mint. I mean, shit, we've spent thousands on dollars in sending free shirts.
Dude, shit's expensive.
It's
shit's
very expensive. Even if you were just drop shipping it. And like, dude, I'm a fucking stickler for shit like that. So it's like, I have to order a few of each and I have to try them on. I have to test the sizes, see what the fuck I like or not. And so it's a lot of like minuscule detailed work that goes into it. But in the business world, you have to have it. And in the Web3 space, I think a lot of people are missing that. A lot of people start projects without understanding business, and that's why they fail. So that's why I was happy and excited to be able to establish not only a business outside of Web3, but inside of Web3 too. I mean, what we've created already is just remarkable. So yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, that's the biggest struggle I'm seeing with a lot of projects is they've got a lot of things minus the business experience and business knowledge. It's not even the experience. It's just the fact that they don't know what they're doing and they don't realize that it's a business model that has to work. So I mean, that's funny because when I did the review like a long time ago, we had talked about Wolf Boy in the very beginning. So for people who don't know, this idea has been a pretty long time in the making. I remember, I think I was there the first message that you sent into this little group chat with Devin. You're like, I got an idea.
And he changed it. So it was called like DGen chat or some shit. And so I sent like an original Wolf Boy in there. Yeah. And Devin changed it to Wolf Boy Social Club. And to this day, our group chat before Wolf Boy Social Club was Wolf Boy Social Club is still called Wolf Boy Social Club.
Oh shit. Wait, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So that was like the precursor to it even actually being a project, dude. That was just three homies in there talking about DGen shit. And we called it Wolf Boy Social Club. And here we are. Wild. Here we are, fucking. That was in February, late February.
Motherfucker minted a invisible friend, by the way.
Yeah, and that's why this whole project was funded off that invisible friend. So without invisible friends, Wolf Boy Social Club, fuck no, I would have never been able to afford it. So shout out to fucking invisible friends, baby.
Well, I remember when you had it, I was like trying to convince you. I had done the same with Devin. I was like, bro, please fucking sell it now while there's attention. And you were like, I just can't. And I was like, well, you're going to regret this in a couple months.
And I did. But I mean, I sold it for 9 Ethereum when Ethereum was at $3,500. So it really did. So but when you were telling me to sell, it was at like 35 ETH or some shit. And I was like, what if I reveal a 1 of 1 and I could sell it for 100 ETH? But it was my real first NFT purchase, right? Like I'd been in the space since late last year, but it was my first real purchase to where like I actually had to pull money out of my own bank account and buy it. Cause I think 0.25 at that point was like $850, dude. Yeah. So that was a lot of money just to pull and put on an NFT. So I think it was a big investment for me and it was hard for me to let go of that investment so quickly. But I mean, what the fuck, 9 Ethereum on a 0.25x investment. I can never be mad at that. So, but yes, really, I should have fucking sold it. If you mint an invisible friend, sell that motherfucker on mint day.
God, dude. I just remember that. And I remember when Devin had done it with like a Star Catchers and a couple of NFTs. I was like, listen, trust me, in a few months, you will not care as much as you think you will. Like there's only like, I mean, my Cool Man universe and like my Duck and my Goon are my 3. But it's because of the founders. Like that's the main reason, which is why I'm so big on if you're a content creator to continue making content. Like that's why I was kind of upset that Riv from Fairy Fiend stopped making as much content the last month leading up to the mint. Because I was like, look, I understand that mint's a big deal. It's a lot of work, but the content side for you specifically is your most important asset. Like that's what's going to give value to this project. And she stopped, and I was like, damn, like that's going to be hard to like build momentum again. But you guys were able to do it without it. You guys were able to do it sheer fucking brand, which shocked me, honestly. I was very pessimistic. As I said off camera, I was very pessimistic just to be safe with you because I was like, I don't want to by accident become a yes man, be like, oh, like that's a good idea. I wanted to be just as pessimistic as fucking possible. But you guys made it happen, dude. You guys fucking made it happen somehow.
Yeah, and that just goes to the community. I think Wolf Boy Social Club is really like what the community is missing right now. You go into all these Discords that are fucking dead because everybody's bags are frozen. I mean, pretty much. You invested fucking $15,000 into an NFT a couple months ago that's now worth $5,000. It's like, what are you really going to be excited about? What are you really going to go jump in the Discord for? So you hop in all these Discords with 30, 50, 100,000 people and everybody's silent and everybody's doing their own thing or not as interested in the NFT side. But the Wolf Boy Social Club, it's a fucking social club, dude. If you go in there at any time, at any day, people are fucking raging, talking about funny shit, making gifts to my face. It's constant. And so, like, I'll go back to what I just said. Like, It's what this space is missing right now. It's like the excitement of the NFT game 3 months ago is fucking gone. But if you were to hop in Wolf Boy Social Club Discord, it's like, what is a motherfucking bear market? Like they don't even understand that that's even a situation right now. And like with the free mint meta being what it is, and we've minted over half of our supply in a few 4 or 5 days at a 0.06 mint, which is a crazy price right now, it says a fucking lot. And we already have enough funds to already start phase 2 into the project, and we'll talk more about that later. But it's like it's fucking all hands on deck. It's go fucking time now. To know that we had this community support from the beginning, and then to show up like they do every single day. It shows that these people really do care about this place, and everybody's like, this is my home server, and it really is. You hop in there at any time of any day, no matter what fucking time zone, and there's people having a good conversation, and it means the world to me. I mean, I could not thank the people enough. People are always like, oh, you built this dope brand and community. I didn't do shit. I was just the guy that came up with an idea, and it started as an idea that turned into a project that came into a family, dude. And I say it all the time. It's a real genuine place, and I'm blessed to be a part of it for sure.
Yeah, it's legendary, dude. And one thing I always have thought is the trickle down factor of the person on top. So that would be you in this case, because you're the founder. You had the ideas, you opened the Discord and all that. But like when I look back at my college soccer days, and I look back at our captain and our coach, they sucked. They sucked absolute booty hole. They were terrible. And therefore, our team sucked booty hole too. And we all sucked, and everyone hated it. No one was having a good time. And the difference I see here with your project, at least from the beginning, like who knows what will happen, in time, especially in this recession, who knows what's going to happen in the next few months. But so far, I think a huge reason that people have found Wolf Boy to be a place that they come to is the confidence that you bring. From I think being a successful entrepreneur gives you a little bit of confidence, but you're a bit older, you got a family, you kind of have like your morals dialed in as far as things you value. And I think that's a bit different than a kid dropping a project, like someone like me who's like 22, 23 years old, and I drop a project. I don't exactly have life experience. I don't exactly have a career that I can look back on and say, oh yeah, I fucking crushed it already, I'm good to go. It's a little bit different perspective. How much do you think that affects the culture at Wolf Boy?
Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, think about how many projects with 16, 19-year-old founders that come in and they have all this hype and they do a great job at the beginning, and then they get lazy, or they break down because of the onslaught of insults they get after reveal, or they did something wrong. And a lot of people break easily, and it's easy to break young kids that don't understand like a real life situation to where you're putting it all on the line, which is with Wolf Boy, I really did. And so the confidence came from knowing it had to work. And from day one, I told Devin, I was like, this is going to work, dude. Even when we were fucking a closed Discord, and the only way you could invite people at first was like you would get 5 invites a day, and you could only invite your friends. So like that's where the original idea for the club card came from. That are now physical, like these get sent out with all merch. You get your actual fucking, and they're all individual IDs. But yeah, so like that's where like the foundation of it came from. Just making friends add friends, making friends add friends. And when you establish like a real foundation, and then you have somebody at the top that isn't a fucking 19-year-old kid that has business experience, I'm in there every day chopping it up. I'm just as much of a community member as everybody in there. And I say it all the time. Like, I love being in there. So I think when you lead by example and you show like you're dedicating so much of your time, your money, your assets, and everything into a project, people almost just have to want to follow you at this point. They're like, damn, this motherfucker is reaming with confidence. He's telling us everything that's going to be happening. He's telling us everything that's going on. He's asking what traits want to be added to the collection, or insights or feedback. Like it's a huge point for me to make it social. I wanted that to be that's from the beginning. It was supposed to be a social club. Wolf Boy is the character. The community is the social club. And that's really what just the basis of the foundation was. And when you have people like older people and people that have business experience, I think it's easy to step back and say, you know what, I'm gonna fucking trust these guys, especially in a fucking market like this. A free mint meta, is that what y'all are really buying into? Y'all are buying free mint metas for 0.5 on the secondary market. Let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it, bro. It's incredible.
I have been shocked to say the least about what happened in the NFT market. I didn't think free mints. I just can't believe it, honestly. Like whenever I get a free mint, I don't value it very much because I didn't pay anything for it. One, plus it's like pure speculation. Like Goblins is probably the only project I've heard of that I would be even remotely close to being on board with jumping into their community. And it's random, dude. Like that project easily could have not been the Goblin Town. It could have just been a shitty Goblin Town, and 100%. Nothing happens. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. What do you tell your what do you tell your esteemed colleagues who have built businesses with real products and they're speaking with CEOs or having to go to fancy dinners? And you're like, look, guys, I'm putting my business on hold because I've got this idea. I'm going to
Yeah.
drop these photos on the blockchain thing in a bear market. What the fuck do they even say that? What does your wife say that? Like, what's everyone saying?
So my wife has always been super supportive of me. We've been together for a long time, and she's seen me jump in and out of many different projects and ideas. And she says it all the time. She was like, "You've never let us down, and you've always done exactly what you said you were going to do." And so like she always has backed me from the beginning. When I told her about this, she was like, "I don't fucking understand that at all." She gets it a little bit now, but she was like, "I don't understand that at all. But the way you're talking and the way like you seem as confident about it, I support you 100%." But when I'm talking to like my family, right, and like my older family, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I started an NFT project. Like, what's an NFT?" And I'm like, "Well, really, it's like a picture on the internet, and they all kind of look the same, but they all have different traits." And they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm like, "What I could say, it's an internet business that's really backed by a community," and they kind of get it. But even still, I could sit down with somebody that knows nothing about NFTs, right? Just sit down with them, have the conversation for 2 hours. Nothing about NFTs. Let's talk about the blockchain, contracts, how these work, what the traits are, and why these are different. They will get up from that conversation and have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. The only way to understand NFTs in depth is to get into NFTs in depth. And so me explaining that to people, it kind of makes them want to like, "Oh, well, can you help me set up an OpenSea account?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I help my family." But it's like, do they ever fucking use it? No, of course not.
Absolutely
Because
not.
it's the learning curve is so fucking large. Like it's months and months and months of daily activity to even understand a little bit of it. So I explain to them in like the very basic idea of what I'm doing, but they're always like, "Yeah, I mean, I've been coming up with crazy ideas since I was 14 with businesses." So my family, like, it's just a new idea for me. And they're like, yeah, he'll do it. He'll fucking do it. And here we are with the fucking project that's doing it. So
hell yeah, man. I mean, that's actually my one of my tougher questions, because that was when originally we had the idea, and the clothes was going to be a big factor. And I remember when I guess I heard that and ran with it. So in the video, I mentioned that in the video. I guess a bunch of people jumped into Discord thinking that's what it was. So obviously things have changed over the course, because even in a fucking weekend, things change. But
of course,
that was my big question: was what is the business model here besides the community and the NFTs? Like after mint, there are a lot of projects who have a lot of hype for even a few months after mint, even in a bear market. But then after 6 months, the hype fades, and you're like, okay, the community is still cool, but how is this going to survive if secondary sales aren't going to propel the project forward, like a Cool Cats where they made like millions of dollars off secondary sales? If it's not that, where does the money come from, right?
Yeah, exactly. And obviously your brand off of an NFT project has to be built off hype. And what is hype built off? What the community brings, and what the project and what the founder is going to bring to the people that are investing in this business. Because that's what a fucking NFT project should be. When you're investing in Wolf Boy Social Club, you're investing in a business. This isn't a fucking profile picture. We have 3 phases to Wolf Boy. Pixel is 1. And throughout these phases, we will be doing what is going to be called detours of our roadmap. Our roadmap is very basic and simple, but we really want it to be community driven on the decisions that we make moving forward into Web3, which other side worlds or any other metaverse shit that they want to do. Am I a metaverse guy? Absolutely not. But I'm letting the community kind of decide what the functions are within Web3. But we have tons of, I can't really speak too much on it, but Web2 utility is going to be, we have tons of brands that we're working with. Wolf Boy Social Club isn't going to be just a Web3 brand. You're going to see Wolf Boy Social Club all over the world doing different shit all the time, whether it be we're on a fucking Minnesota Timberwolves jersey or we're on a Liquid Death can. It's like, we really want this to be a club essentially, which it already is. So when you bridge that real gap between Web 2 and Web 3, whether it be you're giving them utility functions through Web 3 with phases and morphing and NFT spots and whitelist spots or free NFTs, everybody loves that shit. But really where the utility comes in with Wolf Boy Social Club is the social club aspect. So within our shop, a huge focus is going to be, you're going to be able to purchase like tickets to concerts or tickets to a fucking sporting event or an EDM festival or a plane flight to go see your mom that you can't afford to go see because you haven't had money, but you've held your Wolf Boy for 6 months and now you have enough points to go buy your fucking flight and go see your mom in person for the first time in years. That's what really is going to be the driving factor behind this, which is the social club. So there is no like a clothing brand is kind of just like what I did to get people repping the brand, right?
Yeah.
Like you're wearing a fucking Wolf Boy Social Club t-shirt. I'm in the club. And so there will be like exclusive holder merch that we send to our law holders.
Comment.
Dude, no. Dude, but and so like even like, so, and like, I'm glad you touched on the merch base. Like that is just like
Uh,
the smallest entry, right? But
yeah.
even for all of our holders, we're doing what's called wolf boxes. So it'll be tiered off, and it'll be like merch and accessories and other type of perks inside them, and it'll just be tiered like of how many you own, but everybody will get one. And what I want it to be is like, I want y'all to rep the fucking club. This is a lifestyle brand. It's a real brand, and it's a business. This is the entry now. If you get in now, you're
Yeah.
getting into an opportunity, and I'm excited.
Well, I'm
And
glad I've
like I
been able
said,
to ask you this question because that was for me, I wanted to know where your head was at. And so, one, what I've noticed in the last couple of months, especially in the bear market, is I've completely shifted the way I look at investing into an NFT project specifically. But you like pretty much can only look at the team. Like you have to only look at
yeah,
people who are working on it. And for a while, I wanted to doubt you the whole time, and I still doubt you. I still doubt anyone I invested, just like a healthy doubt. You know what I mean?
of course, and you
But
should, and you should,
yeah,
you
yeah.
should.
But um, you have to put your bets in people who understand shit, who actually have done the thing a lot of times. Sometimes you can bet on someone who is going to win and maybe doesn't have a resume already. But for me, like when I look at someone who's built IP already in the past with Luxe Cables, you've had a full-fledged business on your own. You don't work for another person. That's hard. It's very hard to do. I would say 99.9% of people have never done anything remotely close to that, or even if they could, didn't take the jump to go full time when they should have, and maybe they missed their chance.
Right.
But for me, like I wanted to know like where your head was at, and so for you, I mean, the answer is basically building IP to build the name of the Wolf Boy, to grow the brand, to get people to just jump on board, and that is refreshing. It's a different, not a different answer, but it's a different angle. I think a lot of projects right now are not that they're insecure, but they're trying to come up with things that are kind of bullshit to just
Yeah,
like say that they're doing all
to be
these things.
different.
Yeah, to be different. And
Right.
this is just, I mean, this is just you guys starting a brand and a club and an IP. And it's something that if the guys are on board, you also have Devin on the team who's in here right now. I think he's also got a full-fledged business, which is another reason I'm actually excited about it, because like you have multiple people around you in your inner circle who've done the thing, who also understand the game of NFTs. Like
Yeah,
you and Devin aren't dumb in Web3 either. Like you understand business, but you also have been DJ's NFT world, so you know what's stupid and annoying. And so you did like the 24-hour reveal. I think that's great. There's a lot of projects who wait too long in a certain type
yeah,
of
you
market.
lose
Maybe they
your
can
hype.
wait. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you guys just applied everything that you hated and said, fuck that.
you
We're
made
doing the
it.
opposite, which is what I do when I do business stuff. So I was like, oh,
Exactly.
that's lit. That must be how it works.
Yeah, yeah. And like, so, and I'm glad you touched on it, like the 24-hour reveal, and now it's instant reveal. If anybody hasn't seen, go check out the project if you haven't, Wolf Boy Social Club. The Go ask if you should join the pack, and you'll be rated by like literally 100 weirdos. So but yeah, it was, I guess there's so many facets that go into it, right? And it's like such like a detailed process. And having people like Devin around me, and having people that have actual business experience to put something together that is special, and doing things differently, like the a woo, or the like all mints going live at the same time, like public, OG, whitelist all go live at the same time. And yeah, we just, like we've said it from the beginning, I took every single aspect of shitty projects that I was tired of being a part of, and removed it. So we tried to do it the best that we could, and I think that we did a great job with it. And without my team and my moderators and the community, really, who is the driving factor behind Wolf Boy Social Club, I could never do it without any of them. So as much
Yeah.
as I might be a founder, that I don't like really saying, I am a community member. I'm a part of this motherfucking pack, and I just love being a part of what they have going. And I mean, speaking of, scroll up. You got to scroll up. When have you seen a project that a bear market do almost 24 Ethereum secondary sales when we're not even sold out yet?
It was
It's fucking
impressive from,
crazy.
yeah, well that alone, with for me, the fact that you guys haven't done any promotional work, it was impressive to me. I don't know, I didn't have any expectations, but it's better than I thought it would do for volume, especially, yeah, you haven't even minted out. That is actually kind of weird.
Yep, because as you know, you've been a part of many fucking projects. People don't start buying shit off the secondary until it's sold out. They just mint,
Yeah.
mint, mint. But the difference with our project is there's a lot of big rare traits that people are chasing after. So let's say the Power Ranger costume, the Galaxy, the glitches, the fucking samurais, all these that hit the market at like 0.2, 0.25 are selling immediately. People understand like, oh, this is like the calm before the storm. Now we're going to buy the traits that we like, or the rare traits that we want to go after. And then we're going to just wait till the mints out. And then everything, as you know, once things mint out, people get FOMO. They're like, wait a minute, this project sold out in a fucking bear market with the 0.06 mint. What the fuck am I missing? And everybody says that until they hop in the Discord and they're like, this is what I'm fucking missing. This is where the fucking space is missing. I'm sitting in here. People say it all the time. It's like, it pulls you in, and it's like hard to step away from our Discord. It's like there's constant shit rolling and people are just really just cracking up, and it makes you like almost not want to step away, which like I tell people to touch grass like a motherfucker. I preach it, dude. I really do preach it, but it's really hard to do sometimes in the Discord. Like, I don't know how many times people have to say goodnight before they actually fall fucking asleep. I've started telling people just like, don't say goodnight. Just walk away, dude. Yeah. Don't say goodnight because these motherfuckers are gonna pull
they'll
you
respond,
right back in.
bro. Yeah, exactly. They'll say goodnight, and then you're like, oh, wait. I haven't seen you in Discord in a couple of days. What are you up to?
Yeah,
and then you
exactly.
Talking.
Or somebody hits you with like a get direct bozo meme, and you got to respond, right? I mean, you got to respond.
You can't leave that. Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just been a fun fucking roller coaster ride of emotions for me and the team and everybody in there. But I think it says a lot when people that have never heard about our project that just hop in the Discord to see what we're about, and then 10 minutes later they're sending screenshots of like them minting. They're like, I'm minting off fucking community alone. Y'all are crazy. And that is such a testament to not only, you know, what we have, but what really is going on within the Wolf Boy Social Club. And if you're here now, you're early, man. You're fucking early. You're so early. And if there is a time to invest in small projects early, it's fucking now. Okay, it's fucking now, with F being down so bad, and with really just everything being so slow in the market. When you have communities that you can vibe with constantly and just get reassurance every day, it's a good feeling.
Well, it truly is something that's being filled that is necessary right now. You're right. There's not a lot of communities right now that are offering. Well, they're not. Well, I mean, a lot of them aren't offering anything because their hype has died, and so people are like, "What's the point of being in here anymore?" So there's a very select few communities that the Discord's pop in, but it's low. I mean, there's just like simply not that much people in NFTs right now. So it's cool to harness that energy, and it's definitely very refreshing. But let's go back to, so you jumped into NFTs end of last year. Yep. And what got you in? Because what's funny is Devin has also jumped in, and I think because of me. And for a while, I've been trying to get him in. He's like, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. Now this kid's talking about, I'm buying this for the art. And I'm like, oh my God. And then his girlfriend or his wife, Sarah Beth, is like, NFTs are so dumb. Like, don't talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it. And now she's out here minting Wolf Boys, bro.
Now she rocking a motherfucking Wolf Boy. Hey, see, that's what we do to people, dude. People that don't even like NFTs like Wolf Boys, baby.
So tell me about NFTs when you got in. Why'd you get in?
Yeah. I really got in just from Devin fucking haggling me for like 6 goddamn months. And I finally just broke and like started listening to him. And then I really looked into it, dude. And really what it is like, at heart, I'm a fucking businessman, and I love learning about businesses, and I love learning about how people are making money in, let's say, out there ways. I love understanding business in all facets. It's like I'm a constant learner. So when I learned about Web3 and there's these people that are selling fucking pictures and collections for millions of dollars, I'm like, what the fuck? So what, you just got to be creative and have a business mind and put a cool team together? I'm like, well, that's fucking easy. We can do this shit. So that's what I really wanted to start researching NFTs for, to like see what the opportunities could be in the long run. Like, is it possible to make a project? 99% of projects fail like within the first like month, dude. So it was like, it was more of a test to me. I was like, let's get into NFTs to see if like I can do this shit too. So I fumble every fucking bag I ever have. I hit an NFT. I mean, I hit an IF. I sell it. I fund this. Dude, if you want to follow me for business tips and tricks on NFT and how to play that game, you got the wrong fucking one, player. I am not the guy to be trading NFTs or selling or flipping. I'm more of just like, I buy shit that I fuck with. And
same.
Yeah. And really, I started an NFT project because I hated dealing with like all these fucking grind servers, or you have to like put all this art out to even be considered for a whitelist spot, or you buy this merch and you get a spot to buy their NFT. It was just something about it felt grimy to me. So I was like, nah, let's give back to these motherfuckers first. Show them that we're in here for the long run. Y'all are going to be rocking Wolf Boy merch months and months and months before we even ask you for a dime. And we did it. And we fucking did it. And here we are, and people are rocking Wolf Boy merch. And we just fucking meant it. So I love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, I was almost annoyed at how fast you jumped into the NFT space and you were ready to start a project. But I think it does go to show the entrepreneurial mind. For me, entrepreneurship doesn't come naturally. It's something I learned and just forced myself to get into, because working for someone else makes me want to puke 24/7. I just can't do it. But I suck at entrepreneurship. Like I'm just not very good at it. I'm good at making videos and content. That's like a big strength of mine. It's not like everything else, like the structure, setting things up. Like, I suck at that shit. So I was actually I was just so shocked at how fast you were able to be like, oh yeah, I could do that. I was like, motherfucker, hold on. I was like,
no,
you
I
don't
remember.
understand. And then you were like, no, I can do this.
I remember when you were like, because we have the Wolf Boy Social Club chat, which is like our personal chat between me, you, and Devin. And I remember you being like, whoa, a little fast or something. I'm like, and I think I said like, watch
You
me.
did. It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was very simple. It was just like, just watch me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, it's not that I knew that it was going to be successful, because I obviously didn't hop into this project thinking it was going to be successful or thinking the community that we would have would be what it is. But I had confidence in like what I'm able to do as a business person. I guess I was like, if I establish the people around me that have the right mindsets, that know what the goals are going in, and they are on board with the goals that are going in, then we're good. We're golden. And thank God I established a team around me that like our mindset, we work so well together. And it's like, usually, I mean, obviously they ask if this is a good idea, or like, should we do this, and blah, blah, blah. I'm waiting for Luxe to give the okay. And it's like, but most of the time I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like, everybody in this community is just as much a part of this brand as I am. And that's why we have the community vote section where they picked like the mint price, and they picked the how many one of ones we had, and things of that. It's like, I want them to be established. There's 15, so there's still 5 left.
Oh wait, there's only 15 one-of-ones?
Yep.
Oh,
and they voted on that. I had 25 ready to fucking go, baby. I had 25 ready to fuck.
Damn.
And they said, no, we got to keep it low. And I understand it, right? When small collections have a bunch of one-of-ones, it kind of does take away from it. But the 15 that made it in, oh boy.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Jeez. Well, let's talk a little bit about Luxe Cables, because we've been talking about the business side of Wolf Boy and your experience. Now we can talk about what the experience is, dude. Like, how do you go from, I mean, I don't know what you were before Luxe Cables, but how'd you get into Luxe Cables? Because I have one of your products. I would show it, but I'm a little bit worried about I have so many wires. Something's going to disconnect. You have these very high-tech wires. Okay, of course you have some.
I got you.
And then you explain this, because I'm not as good as explaining this world. I sort of know this world, but like not really.
Yeah, so these are computer cables.
Very high quality, by the way. Very high quality.
So they're like, you can get them coiled or not coiled, but basically they are just aesthetic cables to make your setup look tight. And where it came from was during COVID. I've been working as a digital marketist, a director of digital marketing for the past fucking like 10 years. And I worked for a law firm. And when they sent us home to like during COVID, I started making these cables for like me and the homies. And I posted them on Reddit, and it fucking blew up. And people were like, dude, when can I fucking order one? When can I order one? So I posted like a Google like fill out form, and I posted it for like 3 hours, and there was 150 entries. And I was like, whoa, like what the fuck? Is this a niche that I could actually be making money in? Because when you think mechanical keyboards, when I say that, I guarantee you 99% of people that are sitting in here right now are like, what the fuck is he talking about? Not like a Logitech. Yeah, exactly. Like, you build your own keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard. They have mechanical switches. It's very high end. Like, an average mechanical keyboard is going to cost you hundreds of dollars. So when you're investing in your, did I get rugged?
No, you're good.
Nope. Okay. So basically I found a niche, and I started making cables for people, and then it kind of blew up. And really, I guess, how can I even say it? Like, trajectored my brand a little bit faster was me being like doxed, and I was making these funny fucking videos of me like dressed up as Stone Cold Steve Austin, fucking breaking keyboards, and like.
Well, you're an asshole, dude, and that's funny online. People like assholes online if it's tasteful, you know.
Yeah, and I'm not in online. I am an asshole, but if you talk to me as a person, like, dude, I'm so genuine, and I try to make it very transparent. I will talk to you throughout any type of situation you're going through. I support every motherfucker that supports me, and if you have any doubt about that, you can ask anybody in our Discord. It's like, I really do ride for the pack, and I ride for my friends and my family. So yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I guess Luxe was I still love Luxe Cables and the community I built and everything that I had over there. But to be honest, I just had kind of fallen out of love with it, and it probably had to do with everybody going back to work and getting back focused. Like, nobody's sitting at their desk anymore. So now sales are dropping, and now I'm having to pull out of savings to pay rent. Now I'm basically making cables for free because sales aren't coming in anymore. Mm-hmm. So it really became like a burden on me, and it put me in like a stressful situation to say, what's next? I've done this for almost 5 years, and I see it kind of coming to an end. What's next? And so when I got into the NFT space, and we've been building for 5 months, right? So I guess walking up to it being like, hey, is this going to be the next phase of my life? Is this going to be the next phase of my life? Am I really going to put all my eggs in one basket? And it got to the point to where it was a make or break decision for me. And I think it was like a month before mint when we finally decided on the mint day. I was like, fuck it, we're doing it. I'm putting everything into Wolf Boy Social Club, and this is going to be like the next venture for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. I mean, for me, it was the same when I with my YouTube. I was kind of making videos here and there. I was like, oh, maybe this could work. I got a little bit of views here and there.
Yeah.
And then I made a video that kind of like hit, and I was like, oh shit, this is a
I
very
can do
specific
it.
type of video. I can do this. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So I went home that night, or I went and DoorDash for a few hours. I went back home and I filmed like 3 videos that were very similar to it. All 3 of them hit, and I said, oh my fucking God, this is it.
You
And
found the wormhole, dude. You found the
Yeah.
fucking wormhole. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. It's like when people start, and I want to say this for everybody that's trying to start a business or an NFT project, when you start doing these things that you're stepping out of a box from, you should fail. You should fucking fail, and you have to. You're going to fail more times than you're going to succeed, but you need to take those fucking failures and understand that like that's the recipe that you shouldn't be adding in, or that's the ingredient you shouldn't add in next time. So try to fucking remove that ingredient and add something else. And I think the building process is so valuable for any fucking business, whether it be an NFT project or you're going to fucking paint cars or smoke weed or grow weed or whatever. It's like the failing process really, it allows you to condense down what matters, right? And what matters in this space right now is a strong fucking community and a business plan moving forward. Because nobody wants to invest in Ethereum right now because everything's down. So if you give them a vision for the future that they say Ethereum's down so bad, I can invest in these people. I can invest in this project. I have a vision for this project too. It's like that makes everything so much easier to understand, especially in a bear market. And I think our community understands that. I mean, it's obvious that they do. So
yeah, 100%. And if you do, smash like in this video. There's 30 of you guys in here. I want to see at least 30 likes in this video. So smash the like button for Luxe and smash the like button if you like that. Click that like button. Do you have another story? I know you talked about Luxe cables kind of sort of coming to an end there a little bit. Do you have another story back from the business days where you fell flat in your face and you said fuck and you had to pivot and you had to change something?
Yeah, dude. So when I first started Luxe cables, I guess this is probably this was really like the breaking point for me on Luxe cables. I had started it with a friend of mine, and I was still working full time at the law firm. This is pre-COVID. So he was the one that was getting all the orders done at that point. Like I would prep everything, and then he would do the cables, and then I would pick them up and ship them out. And it was just kind of like a process that we had. So it had been like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and I hadn't gone over there for whatever reason. I think he had some family stuff going on. And it got to the point to where I was like 10K in the hole, and he hadn't done any of the cables because he had a lot going on. And so I was like, well, fuck. I either just let Luxe cables go now. This was in the first 2 months of the company. I either just let Luxe cables go now, or for the next 2 months, I work for free while going to my full-time job. So I'd work 9 to 5, come home, and then I would do cables from like 5 to like 3 in the morning. Then wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, drive an hour to work, and keep it going. So I did that for 2 months to get out of the hole. And once that was the breaking point for me, though. It was like I either do this and I do this right and I fucking push through, or I let it go now and refund everybody. And yeah, sometimes working for free is just necessary, especially when you work for yourself. God damn, if you're an entrepreneur, you own a business at all, you've had months to where you're broke. You don't even know if you're going to be able to make rent at the end of that month. And it's really how you pick up those pieces and push forward and keep confident. I mean, confidence is fucking key in any business, especially when you're running your own. You can't get down on yourself because everybody else is already going to be down on you. Just keep your fucking head up. It's the hardest thing to do, but goddamn, you got to do it.
I mean, it's real. It's kind of like I just saw this podcast with Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, the entrepreneur dude, and he was talking about how when he's on TV, he's very blunt with it because he's like, look, in the real world, that's just how it is. He goes, life is blunt. Life will smack you in the face and will not offer an apology. It doesn't care what you look like, what you've been through. It will just slap anyone. And that is the reality of the world. And especially with entrepreneurship, as you said, there are weeks and weeks where I go without a single bit of money being made, but then I have 100%. A week straight where there's like too much being happening. And that is the roller coaster, which is why entrepreneurship is so fucking hard. And that's why people drop off, because they can't handle the 3 weeks straight, because 3 weeks, it's a long time, dude. 3 weeks.
You're getting to fucking rent day, and you're like, motherfucker, I'm selling shit I don't want to sell to pay rent. You know how many times I've been there, dude? Fucking Christ. Not even in the past how many months, especially because like I've put so much into this. It's like I'm selling keyboards that I wanted to keep just to make sure I don't have to pull out of savings. But it's like making sacrifices makes you that much more confident in the brand that you're building or the product you're building or really anything. It's like, if I'm able to sacrifice things I love just for the fact that I want to push forward even more, I mean, that says a lot about just a mindset of a person. So yeah, I always try to tell people that it's like, you should be down on yourself. I'm my biggest fucking enemy. I wake up in the morning, and even still, like even after midday, when Mint started slow, I was kind of just like, I wake up in the morning, I'm stressed out. I didn't eat for 3 days because I'm like, what if it does fail? What if it does fail? But and then I get in our community and I hear the response and everybody fucking hyping me up and hyping the project up, and it's like, nah, man, we have something special here. And I think today I saw a tweet from, I forget who it was, but it was like, flame me if you want, but a slow, consistent mint is a green flag for me. And I was like, oh my God. Like it hit me like in my fucking chest, and it felt like somebody fucking Sparta kicked my ass. And I was like, oh dude, he's right. And you want to know what slow mints do? It eliminates the fact of people trying to make a quick buck because they don't want to hop in because they're like, what am I going to flip it for fucking 0.02 or something? Like, nah, I'm good. So the people that are buying in and investing, they're buying in and investing for the right fucking reasons. I mean, and it's showing. Go look at the people that have minted fucking 60 of them, 50 of them. We have multiple people that are fucking huge whales, and it's not because like the art, I don't think. I think it's really just because of the community and about what the vision for the future is, and people can see that. And I'm confident about like providing everything that I've said. I'm really, really positive about under promising, over delivering. And I feel like we've already done that, and we're just fucking beginning. So now that we have capital to actually be able to push this brand forward, push this project forward, we're just going to blow fucking people's minds day after day. Every time somebody hops in the Discord, their mind's blown a little more. And yeah, this is only fucking the beginning for Wolf Boy.
Yeah. How old are you right now?
I turned 33 in October.
What were you like? Okay, so that means you're like literally about 9 years older than me. What were you like at 23, 24?
Ooh, a fucking shithead, dude. I wasn't doing shit. I think I was selling shoes and fucking getting drunk every day.
Really?
I really didn't get my shit together until I was like, God damn, Cade, 27, 26, like to where I really had to figure some shit out. I was a manager at a jet ski dock. I was fucking selling shoes. I had a company called Solely Grail that like paid for my college. I flipped shoes all through college. I was making like 70 grand a year flipping shoes.
Jesus, let's go.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing. So I had a daughter very young. Her name is Aviana. She's the light of my life. I was 19 years old. We had a daughter. My girlfriend at the time was like, you can't be fucking selling shoes. Like, you got to get a real fucking job. So I got a real job doing marketing at a health insurance company, and I fucking hated my life. And then we ended up growing apart. We still love each other very much. It's just like when you get together so young, you become an adult, and sometimes adults just don't have the same views. So,
well, 19 to 24, I'm only 20. I'm 24 literally right now, but like me, 19 and 24 is very different, you know?
Oh man, you become a totally different person for fact. So when that happened, obviously we split, we went our separate ways. We still have a great relationship, but that was kind of I didn't want to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be a businessman and support my family, but it's like I couldn't do it, dude. And like you said, you can't work for the man. I worked for a law firm and a health insurance company for almost 8 years of my life total, and I will never go back to that. When you're able to like express yourself free and have your own decisions, there's nothing like it, dude.
I agree, dude. You just can't go back after that. You can't go back after that. Yeah. That's impressive. I mean, you said you weren't doing shit, but you were low key making 70 racks a year.
Yeah, but dude, I was a fucking degenerate. I was in the bars every night, fucking spending $200 bar tabs, and then I would wake up drunk and not know what to do. It was a weird time in my life, and I think I was sad. Right, I was sad that I had lost my high school sweetheart, and I was sad that I didn't have the family that I always thought I would, and I was sad that I didn't have the life that I thought I would at 25 or whatever.
Yeah,
but people need to understand that this shit, dude, if you're young and you have a mistake and you think your life is over, please don't. You have so much time to fix that. And every fucking single negative situation you have in your life right now, time's going to pass and you're going to become better for it and you're going to heal. So anybody going through some shit right now, just understand that this will pass. This will fucking pass. Every day you wake up, it gets a little bit better. So fucking keep your head on your shoulders. It's not easy, but you got to do it.
Shit, let's drop us some fucking facts here. All right, and let's rewind even a little bit further. Let's rewind another, maybe not 10 years, but like say 14, 15, high school, freshman year, sophomore year. What were you like?
I was a class clown, dude. Played sports. I was on varsity baseball, lacrosse, football, wrestling. I did everything. So I was kind of just like a jock class clown, talked a whole bunch of shit, got suspended from school a lot for fucking doing degenerate activities that I won't touch on. But I've always kind of been a shithead, dude, to be completely honest. Like I've always just kind of been a little shithead. And I think it's made me the person that I am today. I think if you can't laugh and have a fucking good time, then life's gonna be really hard on you. Even when you go through some negative shit, you gotta laugh that shit out. You gotta laugh the jokes off and just accept that nothing's easy.
Yeah.
So also, yeah, same answer as before. Shithead through
Yeah.
that time too.
Just a little bit of a shithead. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Were your parents entrepreneurs? Did they have something that they just did subconsciously that made you how you are now versus where you were like 15?
So my parents are both in the oil industry. Rest in peace, my mom. She passed away of COVID a couple years ago. My dad, my real dad's been in prison my whole life, so I have nothing to do with him. But my stepdad is also in the oil industry, and he's very high up. He's like a CCO. And my parents are both in the oil industry, and I saw them working nonstop 24/7 all day, every day, like to where like me and my brothers raised each other, like because they were always on the phone or they were always at the bar trying to like mingle and make new clients. So I think I saw them working so hard and always working that I was like, I never want to have that life. I never want to lose time with my kids. And when I really had kids and when I had my children, I was like, fuck everything else. If I can do anything to spend more time with my kids, like I've been working at home for the past 6 years, if I can do anything to spend time with my kids more and have them next to me all day fucking every day, then that's the route I'm going. So now that I have that opportunity to be able to be around my family and my kids and not have to like call people and answer phone calls and go to fucking dinners at 5 o'clock at night on a school night or something.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That is something I never wanted. So I think that's probably what drove me to be an entrepreneur and like work for myself. Because I was like, I'm not going to be a slave to the man like my parents were their whole fucking lives.
That's powerful.
Yep.
That's powerful as fuck. And you said you had brothers?
Yeah, I have two brothers, Carson and Koufax. Shout out to them. They don't fucking know shit about NFTs, but my little brother does CAD for weed growing. He does all their like, goddamn, their hydroponic like watering systems, but he designs them in CAD and then he goes out there, we'll build it for him. And then my older brother is in the fucking oil industry, so he's the slave to the man too. So, but yeah, so two of us are doing what we wanted to do. And sorry, Koufax, you got to do that lame shit, bro.
What's y'all's relationship like, brotherhood?
So yeah, me and my little brother Carson are very, very close. We're 8 years apart though, so like we didn't get close. We didn't get close until like way later in life. Because when I'm in high school and he's like in fucking elementary school, it's like the differences in mindsets are so completely opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking watching Cartoon Network and I'm trying to watch some nudie porn or something. Like we're just so completely different. So yeah,
me and him early.
Yeah, exactly. So me and Carson are still very close. I talk to him on a daily basis. He's one of my best friends. We play video games. Koufax has a lot going on. He's been divorced twice. He fucking hates his job. So we talk every so often, but I love them. I love them very much. I support them through everything they do. But me and Carson, yeah we're best friends.
Yeah, that topic always interests me because my sister's like 18 or 19 right now. And I always did wonder what that would turn into like as I got older in my 30s and 40s and 50s. Like my dad, his older brother is like, he must be close to 60 because my dad's like 55 or something like that. Right, and they have like just an interesting dynamic because like his older brother, he's very, very different. He's like 6'6" monster human being. He's like ultra salesman across the world. Right. And my dad's like just like 5'8". He's been a teacher for the last 20 years, like very different types of people. They love each other. You can tell like when they get together, they love each other, but they don't talk too much like outside of like family reunions and stuff. So I did wonder because I was like, okay, so they grew up in the same household. They're a few years apart. Like what does that become as you get older? Like how often do you talk to like your brothers, your family and stuff like that?
So my family has pretty much been depleted out, to be completely honest. Like after my mom died, my grandparents died and my great grandparents died. So me and Carson, who is my like little brother, we're really the ones that are kind of like holding shit down. He's got a fiance. He's ready to start his family. He's doing really well for himself. I talk to them on a constant basis as much as I can. I think once you lose a lot of like your patriarch and matriarchs in your family, you understand that like, now it's your role, right? Now it's your turn to step up in that position. So like, that's kind of where we are. And so, I talk to them as much as I can. Like I said, Carson on a pretty much a daily basis, my older brother every so often, my stepdad, who was the dad that raised me. I talk to him, goddamn, you know how it is with parents. Once a month, I'll send him a text talking about Astros games and stuff. But It's when you start your own family, you understand the dynamic of how like it's hard to keep it going through multiple like conversations, because
Yeah.
I have two kids under 3. I don't even know what the fuck free time is. I haven't shit alone in 3 years, Cade. 3 years. Talk to me
Oh
about
my
being stressed
fucking
out, dude.
god. That's fucking hilarious. That was actually my next question. What it's like being a dad.
Oh
And you got
man.
3 fucking kids, bro. That's
I
a
have
lot of
3.
kids. I
I have
want at
3.
one point I wanted 3 kids, and then I went through a period where I said maybe not. And then
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
maybe 1, and then I was like, you know what, maybe none. So what's it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
being a father of 3?
Oh man, fuck. Children are the greatest gift the world will ever bring you. The greatest gift the world will ever bring you. It's the peak of human happiness, dude. It really fucking is. But it also is the hardest fucking job you've ever had. You
Mm,
don't understand how much you love this little person, but you also don't understand how much you have to fucking do for this little person. These little shitheads don't sleep. These little shitheads gotta get it fed everything. Gotta buy all their shit, clothes. What the fuck? They don't even know how to tie their own shoes. It's a
can't
fucking
do
nightmare,
shit.
but it's the
That's
best
funny.
nightmare ever, dude. I love it. The greatest gift life has ever brought me, whether it be successful business, whether it be a successful community, or whatever happens with Wolf Boy, it's being a parent. It's being a good parent. It's being a good dad, because I didn't really have that, right? So when I
Mm,
had kids, I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna be the best fucking dad possible. I want my kids to like be my best fucking friends, and I want them like when their kids get older, or when my kids get older and they bring friends over, I want them to call me dad. Just like I want to be that fucking guy. I didn't
yeah.
have that growing up, so I want to remove that what I missed as a kid for my children. So that's a very, very big, a big part of me as a person, and just a big part of me as a visionary. It's like I'm looking out for them constantly. I'm trying to
Yeah.
build. I want them to be okay when I'm gone. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's super fucking powerful, actually.
Yeah.
What are what are the values that you're trying to instill, and how the fuck do you do that? How do you, or well, I guess maybe they're too young, but like, how do
No,
you
no,
even
no,
instill
no. You
values
instill
and
it.
shit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So morality is a very big trait that I think a lot of people miss out on. When you show them that you're like, if we like just the little things, like if a bug flies in our house, I'll catch it and I'll let it go outside. And I'm saying,
Mm,
nope, he's going home. It's like I don't smash it and like laugh about it. You know what I mean? It's like
kick over anthills, like
yeah,
my
yeah. As
dad
much
did.
as small as a bug is, and as much as they don't fucking matter, it's
Yeah,
like you instill like the little gestures. And like, so something I always do is I always tell them I love them. I always kiss them on the mouth. I'm like, I love you, I love you, I love you. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. I like I instill that constantly. So we're constantly pushing them with love. We're constantly making them feel proud of themselves. Like even for the littlest things, we're cheering for them. We're fucking clapping. You have to let them know that they're supported, because I didn't feel that way when I was a kid. I felt like I was always looking for the like the wherewithal of somebody to say, dude, you did so good. I was looking
yeah.
for that my whole life. I wanted people to tell me that I was awesome. And I think it was because my parents didn't do that. They were really hard on me. They thought I was going to be like a baseball savant. So if I had a bad game, they wouldn't talk to me for 2 days and
Oh
shit.
Jesus.
So I was like, I have to be my parents' best or my kids' best friend. And I have to instill morality and happiness and love within my kids forever. So we're really big on it. We're really big on it. We just constantly are showering them with love so that they can constantly shower other things with love.
That's fucking beautiful, dude. You're gonna make everyone in the Wolf Boy chat right now start crying. They're all gonna start calling you daddy.
No, don't make me cry, dude. I'll bust out cry.
Dan, yeah, Cassis W Lux, yeah, for sure. That's something I very much resonate with you with. I love my parents. They're just and they, they did a great job. They just are the worst communicators of all time.
Yeah.
They don't know how to communicate. I'd say largely because of the way they were raised. My
Mhm.
grandparents are even worse with
Very
communication.
much so. Very much
So
so.
I think that's mainly how it is. They just didn't know how to say it. Like my dad's dad is just he he loves you, but like he'll never fucking say it, and he'll never
Yep.
like show you. You just know he does. And then my mom's side, she's Japanese, so they're fucking traditional as hell. They don't say anything about anything,
Right.
and
Exactly.
so they just didn't know how to do it. They're like awkward, but like you can tell they want to do it. And so as I get older, I'm able to kind of appreciate that more. But I'm the same with you, dude. Like if I have kids, I want to be like that. I want them to know for a fact, and not ever be wondering or like wanting like, oh, I wish my fucking dad would just like, I don't even know, like appreciate or show me a token of
Yeah.
appreciation.
Yeah, they're just
But
like, just give you a hug. Hey, I'm proud of you. Something just as
yeah,
simple as that, right? Because I think those things echo like in a lot of people don't realize that. And so, like you said, it's like that's something I want to steal. And I want my kids to grow up knowing that their dad is their biggest motherfucking fan, and I am. And I'm going to support y'all through whatever the fuck you want to do forever, and I will be there for you forever. And I think that's really what needs to be instilled in a lot of these younger generations. People are attached to fucking TVs and computers and whatever. And it's like you lose a lot of the aspect of being a person, like involved in that. So that's why I like preach touching grass. My kids don't fucking have an iPad. He has a fucking Game Boy that he plays, and like that's cool as shit, first off. But it's like life needs to be the predecessor of everything, and everything else needs to fall under. If you shower your kids with love and you teach them that's what really the basis of everything is, I think that everything works out in the long run. So these are like basically test samples. I'll let you know in like 15 years how this goes.
Well, actually, this is actually really interesting because I feel like I turned out self dependent on my own shit because of the way that was raised. Like I hated that's how it was, but now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah, but like now I only care about my opinion, like, which is weird because like right with my dad, like now he's at a point where he's able to like say, oh shit, like our kids are out of the house, like we do need to prioritize when we see them, when we do talk to them, we should tell them how we feel and stuff. But like at this point now, it's like when he tells me I'm proud, like it doesn't even just bounces off my head. Like I don't want it and I don't care and it doesn't help me anymore because like I need that when I was 12, not when I'm 24 years old. You know?
Yeah, you don't need it when you become an adult because your brain has already been established to who you are. You need it in those days to where you're figuring it the fuck out, dude. We've all been in that situation to where we're figuring it the fuck out. It took me a long time to figure it out, which it should take everybody a long time to figure it out. You're not the smartest guy in the world. You don't know shit. You're going to learn everything as you go. And I think that is so vital for people to understand. It's like when people have a bad moment and they automatically want to give up, it's like, dude, you can't be doing that. That mindset is terrible. So, and I had that mindset too. And I think kind of what you touched on, it probably came from like not getting the recognition I wanted as a kid for like having a good game or having good grades. It was like,
it gives you that drive, but like, what is the line there? Right. Because like there has to be a line like where like I know you want to share your kids' love, but if you give them too much and you give them everything they want, then they turn out to be pieces of shit later. So like, there has to be a line, I guess, right?
Yeah, of course. And I think that line is just built within the parents themselves, and everybody's line is going to be a little bit different. So I'm not here to teach people how to parent at all. I'm just teaching people, or I'm suggesting that you should be showing love to everybody that you love constantly every day. You don't know what's promised. I kiss my guy friends on the mouth and they fucking hate it. And I do it more as like a troll. Like if I haven't seen one of my best friends in a long time, I'll give them a hug. And when we're hugging, I'll like back up and kiss them on the mouth real quick. And they fucking hate it, dude. But it's like, dude, it doesn't bother me. Love is love, baby. I don't give a fuck what you preach. But I'm going to kiss you on the mouth to let you know I love you.
Damn, dude, the Wolf Boy floor press just did a 4X after that comment.
Shout out to the homies. Yo, kiss the homies goodnight. They'll never forget it.
Oh shit, dude, that's fucking hilarious. That is legendary. That is fucking legendary. Damn. Okay, well, listen. As we bring this podcast to a close, if there's anyone in the chat for the Wolf Boys or non-Wolf Boys who have any questions for me or Lux, drop them in there now. Like in the next. Oh shit, Devin says. Oh man, Devin says Lux. He's never kissed him on the mouth.
Yeah, he's been waiting for that tongue for a long time, player. He's gonna get it too.
He told me he's gonna come visit you guys in Texas soon.
Dude, he should. Yeah, so I think we had talked about it. So we're doing wolf boxes, like we talked about earlier on the stream, that are going to be sent to holders, and they're free. You're going to fill out a form, pick your sizes, whatever, blah blah blah. And so I was telling Devin, I was like, we should fly you and SB out, and y'all come fucking help me and Val pack up all these shits in like one weekend and just have a good time, be able to go out to dinner and enjoy each other's company. So yeah, he's gonna come out here and he's getting that motherfucking tongue on sight, boy. Hey,
dude, I thought, you know what's funny? I've been trying to convince Devin to get the fuck out of South Carolina for so long now. Especially now that I'm on the West Coast. I've seen what it's like on the other side of the world. And I'm like, bro, you gotta get out of there. And I thought about Texas too. For me, it's too fucking hot. It's too humid. It's too hot. I like the cold. Like I'm in Seattle now, and that was the best decision of my entire life. Like I love it here. The weather's amazing. Like as hot as it gets, it's still not even remotely close to as hot as South Carolina. But I always like the idea. I know it's shit ton of people in Texas. What's it like out there for real when you live out there?
Well, it's the motherland for me. I think it's more of like a concept of mentality more than it is like, how's it living out here? Because if you ask me just in a general standpoint, I'm like, well, it's hot as fuck all the time, humid as fuck. If you like mountains, good fucking luck, player, because it's flat as shit here. Do you like the ocean? Cool. Well, you can't swim in it because it's so fucking hot that it's just miserable to touch, dude. But as far as a mindset and as a culture, I think Texans are some of the most strong-willed, strong-minded, just strong people, and your neighbors are your neighbors, and you defend your neighbors. It's like, I'll get called, like, say if I'm not home and the kids are home and there's a weird truck driving up and down the street, I'll get calls from or texts from multiple neighbors being like, hey, just want to let you know that, you know,
Oh, wow.
weird trucks driving by. And it's a real community, and Texans are built upon that. I think Texans are strong, and Texans love Texas. So yeah, I'm Texas full and through, and I've lived in California, and I've lived in Florida, I've lived in Louisiana and Hawaii, I've lived all over the world, but I always come back home. And I think really is just what it is just it's the motherland. She calls me. She fucking calls me.
Legend, dude. Legend. Damn, I didn't know you lived in all those places. And I see everyone's talking about the live mint, right? Yeah, I mean, if you guys are listening, you like what Luxe had to say. I always say invest in people. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the mint, I'm just saying that the live mint is coming on. That's absolutely true.
No, he's telling you to fucking mint right now. And if you don't mint right now, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich from Daddy.
Oh shit, I got to mint 100 of them. Oh boy. You know what's interesting? I'm actually, and also since I see Devin's in the chat right now, I am, I think at some point gonna interview. I would love to interview Devin in person, just because he's one of my best friends since like high school. Or actually, I wasn't really friends with him in high school, but in college we became friends. I think actually the main reason we became friends was because our girlfriends became friends, and then we were at the gym. I don't remember if I went to the gym first, and then our girlfriends became friends, and then since then he's married his girlfriend, and then mine broke my heart. So he took a dub there. I took an L there. We went separate ways. But I think we're gonna try and get Devin on. So that'll be really cool. We'll get another side of the Wolf Boys. You know what? I probably will mint. I'm actually waiting right now for the Fairy Fiends. I don't have that much ETH in this wallet right now, so I have to add some more in. But I am waiting on the Fairy Fiends reveal, because I want to find my what's it called? My Forever Fairy. And I probably will mint a Wolf Boy, honestly. Like I got a Forever one already.
Yeah,
but you know, maybe I'll do a giveaway this week or something like that. Might be fun. Maybe we'll do some kind of joint thing if I bring on Devin for the pod.
Yeah, maybe I throw one in that giveaway as well, and we give away 2 or something.
Right on. That'd be cool as fuck. Well, dude, listen, this is a fucking phenomenal podcast. I feel like we got into way deeper shit than I even imagined that we would.
And I love that. So, I told you before we got on here, I was like, nothing's fucking. Let's not script anything. Let's just fucking run this. Ask me whatever you want. Hard hitting questions is what I want. I hate the fucking. So what was the inspiration behind the Wolf Boy? It's like rubber hose, dude. Rubber hose and fucking hype beast culture. I've answered the question so many times. So it's nice to be able to talk to somebody on a little bit more of an intellectual level and get a little bit deeper. And kind of understand like the real behind the scenes shit of Wolf Boy. So I appreciate it. I appreciate everything, dude. Thank you for having me on. It means a lot.
Hell yeah, dude. That was just bullshit and Lex. Absolutely. Listen, if you guys made it to the end, we appreciate you guys being here. I know some of you guys were in here the entire time. So if you're here and you made it to the end of this podcast, I want to see code word AU. We are going to give a final AU into the chat. Or not into the chat, in our fucking mics, where me and Lux are going to do it live. So I want to see you guys in the fucking chat. If this is not your first episode with me on the Joyage Kingdom podcast, I want to see OG spamming the chats. But shit, other than that, guys, smash like in this video. Make sure you slash a like in this video. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe if you like NFT, business, lifestyle, Web3 content. Shit. All right, there's so many comments. Okay, wild. All right, you ready, dude? In 3 seconds, we're going AU and we're ending this shit.
Let's go.
All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Oh!